Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? Long time, nearly dropped the camera. Long time no see. How's it going? I thought I'd do a live. Haven't done one for quite a while, actually. It's been it's been over a month, I think. I've been a little bit busy. Sorry, I'm gonna have to fiddle with the There we go. Been a bit busy. Been lots going on. And had a lot to deal with. Had some holidays, had the summer holidays. It's been hot in Japan. Got sick. Yeah, all sorts of things. So yes, how's it going, everybody? Good to see you all. I hope you're all well. It's lovely to be back and doing the lives again. I'm sure we've got all sorts of things we can talk about. There are a couple of things I'm going to talk about. Let's find a place to put this thing so I can see it properly. Okay, how are you all anyway? You know how this works. You know the deal. Ask me anything. Feel free to ask me any questions about cameras, photography, Japan, bikes, anything really. Here we go. So let's get into it. There's already loads and loads of comments. So thank you, everybody. Let's see. No, sorry, you can't be in my video. Hello, good evening. Best place to trade swap my Ricoh GR3 out when I'm in Tokyo. Probably Fuji camera. No, they won't give you much. Little fun story. I took this to Fuji last week before last. Now this lens is extremely rare. There's only 22 of them in the world. And the average selling price, this thing weighs about 8 kilos. The average selling price for one of these, this is a Tochigi Nikkor, is about $30,000. Fujiya offered me $700, the equivalent for it. So just be aware you probably won't get much for your Ricoh. They are scamming bastards, a lot of the stores here when it comes to trade. They really are. Yeah. So just be aware, be prepared to haggle. Hi from Ohio, USA. Ohio. Good morning. How's it going? Howdy for Japan, no Arizona this time. How was the trip? Yeah, I had a great trip. In case you don't know, I went to Hokkaido and it was absolutely heavenly. It was wonderful. Saw wild deer, Japanese giant cranes, it was nuts. It was beautiful. Hello from Canada. Thoughts on the new roll light from Mint? I like it very much. I didn't get that much time to play with it. I only got about 2 days to play with it, so it was a real rush. But I'm going to be getting one when it comes out, which is pretty cool, which is very exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. I enjoyed using the camera. Loading is a bit fiddly, but once you get used to it, it shouldn't be an issue. I've seen videos on the camera and I don't think they really knew how to use the camera very well, but there you go. I like it very much though, and I certainly would get one over the Pentax because Pentax snubbed me, so, and I know why they did as well, so yeah, fuck them. Hi, best Leica rangefinder in your personal opinion. Well, that would be my MP6, yeah. I mean, the best all-round one is probably the M6. I mean, it's got something for everyone. It's user-friendly as an all-rounder. But my MP, I like the MP, so that would be my favorite. Hi from Salt Lake City. Do you know anyone that services the Fuji GF670? Not anymore. Fuji stopped last year and I don't know of any alternatives now. They abruptly stopped as well, as in I had sent them 3 cameras for repair and they sent them straight back to me, which was real nice of them. So thanks for the heads up, guys. Yeah, I've had a couple of companies do that to me recently, just like, oh, we're stopping production of this like next week. Oh yeah, something you've known for ages, but you just decide to tell me now. Awesome. Hi from the Philippines. Love the Philippines. What's up? Matt loves cameras. I've heard there's a limited 35mm Fujifilm and Instax available in Japan at the moment. No idea. Haven't seen it. Instax, I wouldn't know anyway. Instax, no idea, don't care. And the 35mm, I haven't seen any, if there is. A grainy one Kenobi. That is an awesome name. I love that name, man. Hey, I just got a new camera and ran a roll of film. 2 frames had overlap, shot 6 and 7. Rest were fine. Is this an error on my loading? No, that would be a camera error. If there's overlap on frames, it's probably... I mean, it could be user error if you're not winding ahead properly, but even then, it's made so that it winds ahead properly, so it's probably camera error. Have you tried Nippon Kogaku 2.8cm 3.5 LTM? I have had one as well, long time ago. Nice lens. Any of those Nippon Kogaku lenses are nice. They are really nice. Personally, I prefer the 3.5, 2.5. That's the one I like. So, yeah, what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say, which... I was going to say, God, I can't even remember. There's too much. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my God. Need to release a new cycling jersey. Yeah, I haven't been able to cycle that much this summer. It's just been too hot. Like, seriously, dangerously hot. I went cycling in Tochigi last month. I got heat stroke within... Well, a borderline heat stroke, just starting to get it within like 35-40 minutes. It was ridiculous. It was so hot. It started to cool down in the mornings now, so I can actually ride again. Yeah, but it's been brutal here, absolutely brutal. Hottest summer on record, so next summer's going to be fantastic. Yeah. I would like to do a new cycling jersey though. Struggling with 28mm. Should I switch to 35 or just get a 50 to go alongside with the 28? I like 35 personally. It's a nice compromise. It works for me. It's the one that's kind of sticks on my camera the most. On my MP, I have a 35 and it stays on there. I don't put anything else on there. Sorry, what? I don't get the number, that product, 22. You lost me there, buddy. Let's see. Thoughts on Mint making a new Olympus XA? That would be great. That would be fantastic. You know, as long as they kept it tiny like the original. That would be smashing. Hopefully I'm going to go to Hong Kong. That was what I was going to say. Hopefully I'm going to Hong Kong next month. No, maybe this month. And I'm going to go and see Gary. So hopefully, I've got to figure it out. I haven't made any plans yet. But also, big news is that my book is coming out in November in the US or worldwide. And I thought I might come to the US of A to do a little tour, a little trip, and do some book signings and meet and greets and photo walks and all of that sort of fun stuff. So dates aren't confirmed yet, but I'm looking to come to New York, LA, and San Francisco in November. So if you're around in November and you fancy showing me around, maybe pointing out some gluten-free places that I can eat so I don't die, that would be smashing. And just meeting up and buying my book and talking about cameras and stuff or bikes, whatever, that would be really cool. I'd love to meet all of you lovely people. So yeah. I have a Leica I want to sell you guys. Well, drop me a message and we'll see what it is and what we can do for you. Do you think Nikon or Canon will also make a new film camera? Nope, they're too stingy and Nikon's pretty much broke, you know, as usual, as always. Nikon is skirting on the edges of being broke. They'll never truly go broke because they're owned by Mitsubishi. Bet a lot of people didn't know that, did they? And one of Mitsubishi's biggest earnings comes from diamonds. Bet you didn't know that either, did you? So they never truly go broke. But they're not doing very well. They've had loads of issues with their new digital cameras, and which is all because it's this constant war that they're having between the two of them, and so they just rush out products more and more now. They're just trying to rush out products before they're even QA'd properly, or QC'd properly. But I don't think they'll make a new film camera. I don't think they want to. I don't think they care. Will film ever be reasonably priced? Probably. It depends what you class as reasonable, because in real terms, along with inflation, prices for film haven't changed that much since the 1990s. But unfortunately, people's salaries haven't gone up since the 1990s. So yeah, film has become more expensive for a lot of people. I don't think it's going to get any cheaper anytime soon. It will get cheaper as more is produced, but yeah, it'll take a while. Jaden, what's up, dude? Hey mate, been a while. How's the weather on your side of the world? It's hot. Actually, it's not as hot today. It's about 28 degrees, which sounds hot for some people, but for here, it's pleasant. It's actually livable instead of the 37 degrees we've been having for the last month and a half, 2 months, which is nuts. The MP is a good choice. I have an M2 and looking to get it serviced. Got any recommendations? I was looking at YYE, but you're the professional here. I've heard varying reports about YYE's work. Never used it myself, but I've heard varying reports from good to absolutely awful. I would recommend, if you're in the States, Don Goldberg. He's not the friendliest chap. He's a bit difficult. He can be a bit cranky, but he's very, very good. Also, the Golden Touch, Sherry Crowther, she is also very, very good. Give them a try if you're not comfortable or not sure about YYE. Loads of options though, so just don't take it to Leica, yeah, because they'll rip you off. Why any film companies ever make peel apart? Well, any film companies ever make peel apart ever again? Probably not, no, because the chemicals required to make it were banned, outlawed for the most part. This is why a lot of the reversal films, chrome films, have gone as well, because the stabilizers which were used in the manufacture of the films are now classed by various international government or international bodies as highly carcinogenic or forever chemicals or so on and so forth. So they're no longer available, which is why a lot of the really good slide films disappeared. You know, same goes for peel apart, same goes for Kodachrome. You know, unfortunately, they were made with very, very, very toxic substances. Why do all the good things have to be made with the worst stuff? I don't know. Are you selling your Leica R8? If so, why? I'm not selling my Leica R8. No, I'm selling a Leica R8. I have an R8 for sale, but it isn't my one. No. I'm selling this as well. If any of you know what this wonderful thing is. Yeah, this gorgeous, gorgeous camera is an absolute stunner. And this is a Rollei SL66 with that so lovely planar lens on it. Oh yes, I will be selling this soon, so you'll have to come and check out the site, have a look. In fact, you should come and check out the site and have a look, because I got loads of stuff. Just got this in yesterday, fully CLA'd F3 and a fully CLA'd F1. So which would be your choice? Pick one now. Yes, I want to see which one, F1 or F3? F1 or F3? Can you recommend anyone CLA a FlexRate 7? Oh, good question. No, I don't know actually for that one. I don't know. I don't know anyone here off the top of my head. That's a good question. If anybody else knows, pop up in the comments and help a brother out. Let's see. Do an interview or collab with Expired Film Club. Yeah, I'd love to. If they want to. Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down. What do you think on the lens on the new Rollei? Actually, I really liked it. It's sharp enough. It's not going to be the same as the original Rollei lens, but it is pretty sharp. I know who it was manufactured by. I'm not going to tell you because I can't. But I know so it is a good quality lens. Excuse me, very good quality lens. But my camera is slipping down, isn't it? You sneaky bugger. Ah, there you go. How's that? bloody thing. Getting on my nerves like that. Hey. Yeah, camera was slipping down, wasn't it? So I got to give you all a good old eye full of my chest. Anyway, will a camera geekery series ever return? Camera geekery series, it might. Still bloody doing it, isn't it? It might. Oh, sorry, it's going all skew-if here. I'll be back to normal service shortly. Anyway, it might. I need a cameraman. I can't do it without a cameraman. So until I have a videographer and editor and all of this sort of stuff, it won't be happening anytime soon. But I'd like it to. So first film, Nikon film camera, FE2 or F3? Ooh, looking to purchase while visiting Tokyo in the fall. F3. Get an F3. FE2's got electronic parts. F3's got electronic parts, but FE2 is inherently more unreliable. F3 is the camera you want. Get the F3. Nice one, Dara. Any chance we'll see some JCH underpants anytime soon? I'm not showing you my pants. I told you before, it doesn't matter how much money you offer me, ain't happening. Any progress with the JCH film production? Do you mean the other film that we were doing? The one which we got sued and ripped off and generally completely fucked over on? No, there's no progress on that. In fact, it nearly bankrupted me. And made some other people lots of money because they're jerks. Okay, yay! Should we totally come to Australia and meet Gary Wong? Yeah, maybe. Any word on the Roll IAF? Yes, it's coming. It's coming out this month. Or pre-orders are at least. They're starting to ship the first one. So yes, it's coming. It's coming very soon. Exciting stuff abounds. Eagle Rock camera in LA is fantastic. Great place for a signing. I would love to go to Eagle Rock. Jason Lee is a huge hero for me. Back from the days when I was a little skater, little ragtag skater boy. Jason Lee was like, he was one of the gods, and now he's like this photo god, along with Ray Barbie and people like that, which is absolutely amazing. So many of them got into photography. But he's doing it again. What the heck? It's because of the heat, and that's not sticky anymore. So sorry about this, people. I'm having to jerry rig it. It's cutting me off. Let's see. Hello from humid Singapore. Any recommendations for a cheap half-frame camera with a wide-angle lens? Yeah, Pen F wide, but it's not that cheap. That you're not really going to get another one with a wide-angle lens. It's still bloody doing it, isn't it? I'm watching it. I'm watching this thing just. Yeah. Right. If it cuts off my head, it doesn't matter. You don't need to see my ugly mug anyway. I'll look into Don and Sherry. Thank you. Please do. Thank you for the recommendations. Also, is the Minolta TC1 still your favorite point and S? And have the best lens? It does have the best lens. It's not my favorite point and shoot. I don't have a favorite point and shoot anymore. Not really. They've all got a bit old. It's cutting off my bloody head now. They're all getting a bit old, long in the tooth. The T2 is getting a bit old. They're all still great. But my favourite is going to be probably the Konica Gemba Kantoku at the moment, because it's cheap and cheerful and solid and it works. F3. Seems like a resounding win so far for the F3. F1 is, come on, you've got some catching up to do. Sorry, how many lenses they made out of the gigantic one that you show at the start of the live? How rare is it? I don't think I understand the number. I missed it. Thank you. This is a Tochigi Nikkor, okay? And they only made 22 of them. 22, that's it. And they were made as a mistake as well. Or not as a mistake, they were made as, there was an order for a professional television lens. And because this is a movie lens, this is a cine lens, this is not a regular lens. And Nikon got the order for the lens. Everything was hunky-dory, and then the company that was ordering the lenses went bankrupt and they couldn't pay the bill. So Nikon was shouldered with 22 of these, and they had to do something with them. So in the end, they gave them to Nikon Club collectors for a princely sum of 800,000 yen. Which is not much considering how much they go for now, because this is one of those legendary cine lenses. So, Christopher Teo, hey, Bellamy, hope all is well. All is great apart from my flipping camera cutting my head off during this, but we can live with that. Okay. Sorry for not being specific in regards to JCH Street Pan. No news, I'm afraid. I literally cannot afford to make it right now, thanks to the yen completely collapsing against the dollar. It has left me in a position, this is really getting on my nerves, it's left me in a position, hold on a second, that I found myself to be stuck. I cannot afford to make the film that I want to make, and that my customers want to buy, so I'm temporarily without film. Bear with me a second, I'm going to make sure this stays bloody stuck down for at least a little while. There we go. Yeah, how's about that? Is that a bit better? Yeah? No. Sodding thing. Yeah, that's what you get when you jerry-rig stuff. Okay, right, that will have to do. I can't be buggered to mess around with it that much anymore. Let's see, ever heard of Luxflex, TLR camera from Japan? Just got one on eBay a few months ago. The internet is blank when it comes to this exact camera. A few bits, similar bit. I've not heard of a Luxflex, not even seen one before. Very interesting. Where might you pop up in NYC? Any stores come to mind? NYC, I will probably be doing Brooklyn Film Camera, and maybe K&M. I don't know. I haven't confirmed anything yet, but it's all in the makings right now. So, but yeah. And if anybody has any recommendations, I'm certain to listen to them. I would love to meet people. And Simon, yes, are you in Japan? Yeah, definitely in Japan. Yeah. So cool. That's fair. I had a T2 for my current 28 Ti. Do you have any photographers you looked up to personally whose work inspires you? Yeah. Kudelka. Loads, actually. Bruce Gilden's earlier stuff. I don't like his stuff now. Fan Ho. Salgado. Japanese photographers. Jun Abe. You know, I've got a lot of books. Yeah, the Americans, you know, Robert Frank. Yeah, quite a few. So, hello from Mississippi. What's up, Mississippi? So yeah, I will be coming to all of those. Hopefully New York, hopefully LA, San Francisco. If there's any other places I can try and get to as well, I will. It depends. I mean, just how much time I have. I'm sort of going to be rushing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to vent a little bit about some of these big photo websites because they're dicks. So I have a friend called Stephen, and Stephen has a lovely blog called Cosmo Photo. He also does Cosmo Photo film. Really nice guy. Talented writer, does some really good film photography articles, great site. And he just published a piece about a camera that the pop star Dua Lipa is releasing, a film camera. And Petapixel went and completely cribbed it. The whole thing. Didn't even credit him for it, just cribbed it, took all of his traffic. And this is what they do every bloody time, these big websites. Faux bloggrapher, Petapixel, they're absolute shits for it, and they basically just go, oh yeah, we'll boost you. They don't boost you at all. Nothing is in it for you. I just tried to actually have a look at the Petapixel website, and it crashed my browser because it's so full of junk cookies and it drives me nuts. So yeah, try and find, when you find an article about film photography, try and find the original source and skip those big sites, because they're just there for the advertising money. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Film photography is just another way of making, but they'll jump on the bandwagon when it suits them, you know. And when it doesn't, bye. Yeah. Any thoughts on the Zeiss ZM lenses? Love my 35 Biogon, but I keep on seeing posts of people critiquing them for having Teflon rollers that affects focusing smoothness. I've never even heard of this critique. I didn't even know that that was a thing. I spend so little time on forums and stuff. I just couldn't care less. I think I like the ZM lenses. I think they're very good. Good quality, very... I mean, they're Zeiss, well, Costina Zeiss, but they're Zeiss formula. So they're sharp and nice and well made. I don't know anything about the rollers, though. I hadn't heard of this as an issue. Heading to Tokyo in October, thinking of bringing my Kintsugi Nikon F. Ooh, cool. October should be lovely as well. It would be nice, a lot cooler then. What's up from the Philippines? Way, Philippines. Jim Marshall, Tim Page, and the likes of Vietnam photographers are my favorite easily. Tim Page, I had a funny relationship with. I talked to him for a while because of the Sean Flynn camera. I was sad to hear of his passing. Yeah, he was a talented photographer. He was quite a difficult man, but yeah, yeah, I was sad to hear of him passing. Yeah, I like some of the war photographers too. Tim was an excellent photographer, but yeah, favorite pancake lens. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's lots of pancake lenses that are good. The Miyazaki lens is good, but my favorite, which is actually a controversial one because most people think it's shit, is the Nikon AI-P 45 that was made for the FM3, which I think is a great lens. Some people think it's flat and uninspiring, but I've actually found it to be really good. I've really enjoyed using it. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. Any lenses, new lenses, Miyazaki's working on anything on the horizon. He is working on some new lenses. He won't tell me what they are though. He never bloody does. Suddenly I just get something in the post. No information, no nothing. So he said he's working on some. He said there would be some around, what, August? So we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. He was an extremely sharp person, regardless of losing 20% of his brain. Wish I could have met him. Unfortunately, I'm only 21 and got into his work when I was 19. Yeah, he was very sharp, despite all of the weed that he smoked, and he smoked a lot. But then again, if you've had 20% of your brain removed, yeah, I think you've earned the right to smoke as much weed as you like, you know. And yes, as I say, he was a very good photographer, very talented photographer. So yeah, got lots of stuff to sell that I want you to buy as well. Just while we're here, please buy some of my stuff. Got loads of cameras on the site, loads available. Just had a whole bunch come in. I mean, literally, I've got the boxes of lenses and cameras that have come in the last week. I've got a whole load more there, I haven't even had time to put them on the website yet. Had a bunch of new bodies come in as well, so hopefully you can go and grab something delightful and go and have a look. Please make sure you go and have a look. I would love to have you come and buy something from me. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything, drop me a line, send me an email. We can sure help you out and maybe find a camera for you if you don't see what you're looking for. Oh yeah, gets a bit warm. So I'm definitely gonna have to fix this camera video thing situation because it's a bit messed up. If you could see it, you'd laugh. I'm basically using like a tripod with a phone stand with another phone stand sort of taped to it with a pen holding a camera in place. It's very MacGyver. Very, yeah. It's kind of me though, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it work properly because it's rubbish. Yeah, so lots, by the way, yes, as I mentioned, books coming. Hold on. You bugger. Stop messing with me. There you go. Just be nice. Be nice. There we go. That'll do for now. Yes, book is coming. What's going on? Book is coming. I'm going to do a little thing about it tomorrow. You'll see. But yes, you'll be able to pre-order a copy of this wonderful tome that I have written. I hope that you like it. Don't worry, it's not a literary masterpiece. Don't worry, it won't be winning any awards. But I hope you do like it. I wrote it for you guys. So, any lightweight medium format? Yes, got on the site now. Not sure actually. I mean, lightweight. You're looking at like a Yashica 124 Yashica mat. That's lightweight. That's like as lightweight as it gets for a medium format. Price of a Nikon F3 HP. Anything from $300 for crappy one, 5, 6, up to 1,000, depending on the version. Yeah, so I'm going to cut it short soon because I've got lots of work to do. Should you trust your Leica's 1/1000th shutter speed? I've had my holidays rolls ruined because there were shutter issues. More than half the images are black. Ooh, interesting. I trust mine, but then again, I have my camera serviced fairly regularly. I have it serviced every 3-4 years. So, yeah, it might be, that might be might be an issue with your shutter. It might be shutter capping. Yeah, not TLR, sorry. Medium format lightweight. There's not much that's lightweight. They're all pretty heavy. I mean, all of them. Maybe the Fuji GS 645, something like that. They're pretty lightweight. Unfortunately, I don't sell those. So can't help you with one of those. Hello from Hong Kong. Your Hasselblad 50th is coming today. So exciting. Thank you so much, handsome Bellamy. Thank you. Nobody calls me handsome. You must be blind. But yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I sent this lovely chap a Hasselblad 50th anniversary edition yesterday, and it's going to arrive today. So hopefully he's going to be really happy. Nikon Nikon F80 options, best on the go. Do it all. What, for a lens you mean? On the go, do it all? I wouldn't be able to say. I don't know. I never shot an F80. I shot an F100, and on that I had a 50, a 35, and a 28, which I all carried with me. But that was years and years ago, when I liked to carry like a bag with about 5 bloody cameras in it, and I just do not have the time or patience for that anymore. So I just stick with a couple of primes. Let's see, opinion on the Contax RX and the Zeiss lenses. The Contax RX is an outstanding camera, although it can be a bit finicky. The Zeiss lenses, ooh, they are good. They are good lenses. Let's see what we've got here. There we go. Now this one's a peach. This is the Distagon, the 1.4-35. This is a lovely lens, CY mount, so it's for the Contax Yashica. Yeah, the Zeiss lenses on the Contax bodies, outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Some of the best lenses out there. So yeah. As he says, go for the F100, F80. Yeah, go for the F100. Really, ideally, that would be my choice. I mean, if you really want to go for the F5, but it's a bit big, that's dead. that's dead and I can't get any of them repaired. This one, somebody managed to actually bend the mount. I don't know how much force you need to bend a mount on an F6. I have no idea, but somebody managed to do that. Literally twisted the mount. I sent it off to Nikon and they just laughed and sent it back to me and went, nope. This FM3A, the hybrid meter died. So at first it was just stuck. So you could only use it on manual, but now it's completely stuck, completely dead. It doesn't function at all. And this delight, this poor soul, came to me and I thought maybe I could rescue it, and then I realized that somebody had left the batteries inside it for about 10 years and it was all green and toxic in there and it will never work again. It's such a shame. There you go. That's the nature of it though, unfortunately. Any Contact 645s in Tokyo? Yes, there are. Several. Not cheap though. They'll cost you. But if you want one, drop me a line, let me know. I might be able to find you one. You know, they aren't cheap at all. Yeah. Oh, one more thing I'm going to show you before I go. Before I depart this plane. Not this plane of existence, of course. Not yet, anyway. Look at this. Look at this. This is a Leica M7 Hermes Etoile edition. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Yours for just 30 something K. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. $30,000. Oh, so that would just go carefully back in there. We won't be messing around. I also have something which is much less. This came in as well. Lovely. A Canon T90. And it's working. So, you know, a little bit for everyone. There is something for everyone. At least I think there is. Oh dear, my questions seem to have seized up. Okay, so, right. I have got things to get on with. People to see, places to smoke, I don't know, monkeys to find and whatever. Anyway, yes, thank you for coming and watching my little, God, I've got an itchy back. Thank you for coming and watching my silly little live thing and listening to me blah, blah, blah. Not many of you asked me different star questions, so next time please do. Alternative to Leica Trigger Star camera, but there isn't. Leica really only made the like of it kind of thing, so oh, thanks for the very wide 100. Yes, you are welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna get that packed up and shipped off for you tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. That's a beautiful camera. Okay, right, this is it. I've got things to do. Got cameras to sell. Got to keep on hustling. So yes, please come to the website and make sure you have a look. We've got a load of stuff in, some really, really, really nice cameras and lenses, tons and tons of them. If you don't see something you like, drop me a line. I can always try and find something for you. And please make sure you go and buy some the merch in the link tree. There's a link tree in the bio. You can go and buy a t-shirt. You can do all sorts of things. Lovely things there. So yes, thank you for coming by. Thank you for checking this out, and I will see. And thank you for putting up with my absolutely nightmare crappy phone setup. Yeah, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Keep on shooting film. Love to you all. Peace.